birds. Don't tell anybody. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Genevieve. I'm 35 years old. I'm a book editor, book writer, personal assistant, cat mom, introvert, and aspiring full-time vlogger. Today we are starting a new series of videos called the Being Alone Diaries. Now this came about because I've been seeing a lot of people posting the Living Alone Diaries, and I don't live alone, but I wanted to do something kind of similar and fun. And you all know I'm an introvert, and I was thinking about because we're watching The Lazarus Project right now, and it talks about the pandemic, and I was thinking about how during the pandemic everybody was upset because they had to stay inside and then stay alone, and I loved it. Now don't get me wrong, I didn't love that it came about because of a pandemic, but I loved being alone and staying home and not having any obligation to go out. I was absolutely thrilled with it. By the way, don't worry, yes, I am wearing sunscreen. I did, however, forget my hat, so we may not be sitting in this position for very long, because, you know, I have thin hair. I don't want my head to burn again. But anyway, so yeah, so that what got me thinking, like, why am I not creating a series of videos embracing being an introvert when I just love being alone so much? So that's what we're doing. When I was preparing stuff to bring with me today, I didn't think about needing something like a flat surface, so I had to hold on to my coffee the whole time, which is unfortunate, but I'm just probably gonna suck it down fast and then go done. I mean, I could probably put it in the cooler, there's plenty of space, but I'm not sure whether it will tip over and leak, so we're just gonna hold the coffee until it's gone. You can tell by the thumbnail and the title what this video is about, but let me explain. First, let me apologize for the traffic noise. There's nothing I can do about it. Where we are is right next to a main road, so, and then, you know, there's cars coming in and out. We are in Sherrillbrook Park, which you may, if you've been around my channel from the very beginning, you may recognize that name, because way back, I did a writing on location video, back when this was an AuthorTube channel specifically, and this is where I did that video, where I took those pictures that were on my Instagram. So you might recognize that, but if you're new, Sherrillbrook Park is in New Hartford, New York, and it is just a big park. It's got playgrounds, it's got walking trails, it's got pavilions to rent, and just plenty of lawn space. This is where we actually used to come for 4th of July fireworks, but we don't really do 4th of July fireworks anymore. My mom and I, we used to come here with the whole family. It used to be a big family thing, and we just don't really do that anymore, so I don't get to visit here very often. This is also the park that I just recently came to, the little free library, which I'm gonna definitely check out before I leave. I don't have any to leave, but that's okay, because I'm sure I'll be back to leave more. But yeah, so today what we're doing, which you probably can't really tell because this shot is not really encompassing everything, but what we're doing today is a solo picnic. And I went all out, you know. I brought writing materials, reading materials, drawing materials. I got a whole cooler full of food. I got my coffee. I got a specialty drink I brought with me. Got dessert. It's gonna be so much fun. I'd like to only be here till noon because it is supposed to get quite warm today. But like I said, this is a very direct sunlight spot, so I may have to move if it doesn't shift or we don't start seeing clouds. I am wearing sunscreen, like I said. I'm on my face and my legs, not on my arms though. I probably should have put it on my arms, and I stupidly did not bring it with me, so we may have to move. We'll see. It's not too hot right now, and there is a slight breeze. If the breeze kicks up, probably won't be a big deal, but I'm sort of under a tree, so hopefully no bird poop, no, crazy bugs or anything. This is like the most secluded spot I could find. Everywhere else is pretty much open. Here, let me show you. See, everywhere else is like pretty much open. And I really wanted a secluded spot where I could talk to you guys, because I don't want people listening to me or looking at me funny. I am still an introvert, and I do not want to be the center of attention, which is funny to say when I'm a vlogger, but it's different when you're talking to a camera than when there's a person standing there looking at you. Such cute little birds. They're just sitting here munching. I don't have anything for them, unfortunately. I didn't think about bringing something for the birds, but try not to disturb them as much as I can, as long as they don't disturb me. I was a little bit hesitant about sitting by these bushes because I don't know what's going to come out of them. There could be a chipmunk in there. It could be, God forbid, a snake or something. Safe to say I'm going to be extremely vigilant, and if I have to run, I'll grab you guys later, because if it's a snake for sure, I'm going to be running my ass. It's like 9:14 now, so I think I'll have just a quick little snack of some kind, and then we have some reading to do. So let me show you guys what's in my picnic cooler. So this is the cooler. It's from Target. I showed it in my weekly vlog too. It is huge. It's got the insulated inside. Let me show that to you. This is my garbage bag, because there's no garbage cans here. It's got the insulated inside, and it's just really big. It holds a lot of stuff. So what's in my bag? We got some olive oil ciabatta baguette, handy dandy fork. Got some orange cupcakes for dessert, some strawberries, which is probably what I'm going to eat now, some celery, and blue cheese to go with the celery, some roast beef sandwich for my lunch, some homemade macaroni salad, and I'm gonna finally try kombucha because I found blueberry, so I want to try it. Not a huge fan of tea, but I think I will try it, give it a shot. Problem with picnics? Ants. Just had to kill one. Hopefully we don't get a ton, but we may have to move. There are picnic tables underneath the pavilion that I could use if it gets really bad, but I kind of don't want it, because it's like, that's not really a picnic. It is getting busier here though, so I don't know how much longer, how long we're gonna stay. It's a very popular park because there is a dog area over there, so everybody brings their dogs, which is great because there's not a lot of places that do that. And hopefully I'm talking loud enough you guys can actually hear me, because if I get home and I edit this and you can't hear a thing I'm saying, I'm gonna be very upset. Usually my phone picks up voice pretty well, but there is a lot of background noise as well, so we shall see. I figure at the very least, if I can't make this a full video, I have the footage for my weekly, because I haven't edited a stitch of that yet. I didn't really explain what I was doing to my weekly, but I think the beginning stuff that I just recorded for you guys probably would be fine, because I was pretty close to the microphone. Now I'm a little bit far away. Good strawberries. Get these snack pail containers at Hannaford for $2. It's a perfect amount of strawberries. Whoops. It's a good thing there's blankets going in the wash when I get home. It's a perfect amount of strawberries, and like you don't have to cut them up yourself. Really good. Love it. The sun is already quite hot, and it's supposed to just get hotter, so I want to get some reading going and enjoy my time before it gets too bad. So I'm going to finish these and then get reading. I am reading. Let me show you guys the book. I'm gonna take out my drawing pad because it's quite big and it doesn't really fit in there very well. So I'm currently working on Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. It is book 2, so I probably shouldn't have read it yet, but I pretty much am figuring out what happened in book 1 just by reading it. So I don't know whether I'll go back to book 1 someday or not. I kind of hate doing that when I start in the middle of a series because like it's kind of ruins the surprise of what happens in the first book. But I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not very far. I'm on page 52 out of like almost 700, so I'm not very far at all because I don't read this one at night. I just read this one like when I need a break from the computer. I have it like near my desk. So that's why I decided to bring this one today instead of the one I'm actually reading as my like leisure book, I guess you could say, because I want to get further in this because it's a chunky book. So I figured this would be a good opportunity since we're just sitting here for a few hours. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my strawberries and then we'll get to reading. Currently 10:30. I read a chapter of my book and wrote about 400 words, which is great. But it's getting quite warm and the ant situation has increased. And also I kind of underestimated just how hard this ground was going to be, and it's really causing me some pain. So I think we're going to move to a pavilion, to a picnic table, if I can find one that's far enough away from people and that is clean enough, because I really don't want to leave yet, but I also need to get off of this spot. So we're going to go find ourselves a picnic table and hopefully continue with our lovely day. Yeah, I hear ya. Hey, Mr. Froggy. I don't see him though. Oh, there he is. Hi, Mr. Froggy. How you doing? Taking a bath? You taking a bath? Can I take your picture? Apparently there must be more than one. Don't jump out at me, froggies. So cool, guys. I have never seen a frog this close, except for in an aquarium. See, these are the things about parks that I love. You just never know what you're gonna see or hear. So cool. Okay, I found a pavilion. I'm not a huge fan of picnic tables. They're not the most comfortable, but it's definitely better than the ground. And this is a lovely aesthetic behind me, isn't it? But it's the most private place I could find. And the one that I originally wanted to sit at had a party tag on it, and so did the other. So this is the only one that does not have a party tag on it for today, because stupid me forgot it was a national holiday today on June 19th. But that's okay, because this one does not have a holiday tag. It actually does have a party tag on it, but it was for yesterday, so it doesn't have anything for today. So I should be fine, but I'll move if they make me. So yeah, it is 11:15, and I don't want to be here too much longer for a couple of reasons. One, I really have to go to the bathroom, and there's no way I'm doing that here, because that's the one downfall to this bar, because their bathrooms suck. Two, I want to still go for a walk around here, because there are, like I said, trails. As a matter of fact, I can see one right in front of me, which I'll show you guys. But also, I need to go home and get to work, unfortunately. So not too much longer, so I'm going to just do a little bit more reading. I don't think I'm going to do any more writing, but I do have to record a quick clip for the writing vlog, and then I will eat my lunch and take my walk, check out the little free library, and head on home. So yeah, so I this is kind of like my trial run with this series, so there isn't much to it, but it's just really about being alone. It's getting quite busy here as well, which, like I said, it's making me a little uncomfortable, and the busier it gets, the louder it gets, and the less serene this part gets, so I will be taking off pretty soon. But I really enjoy just taking time to be alone, to de-stress, just do something fun, enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you're interested in seeing this Being Alone series, because definitely I will do more. Let me know if there's any specific ideas you have for the series, because I would love that. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to my relaxing day. The breeze over here is fantastic. Like, it's hot, and I'm not feeling that right now. I'm just feeling a really nice cool breeze, so I like sitting here. Still really good. Having seen the TV show helps a little bit with this, but there is one thing in here that's kind of driving me crazy, and I don't know if reading book one would have explained it, but one of the characters goes by 3 different names. She's Cordelia, Layla, and Daisy, and I don't understand, like, and it's not just like who's talking about her or anything. Some people call her all 3 names. It's really strange. Like, I would understand, like, if it was Cordelia was her formal name and she had a nickname, but personally, Layla and Daisy are not nicknames for Cordelia, so I don't really get that, and it's kind of confusing the hell out of me. But I can overlook it when it comes to the full story. So I'm still really enjoying this, but I think I'm going to stop and eat my lunch because I'm getting a little bit of a headache and it's getting kind of late. So we're going to eat some lunch, take a walk, and visit the little free library. And then I guess head home. I don't want to. I'm enjoying my time here. I didn't end up getting to do any drawing, but that's okay. The good thing is that I actually took it out of where it has been sitting for months and consciously made the decision to bring it. So it's a hobby I'm going to get back into, but right now is not the time for it, apparently. I cannot get you guys the right height. Anyway, yeah. There's not much really to draw here anyway, because it's mostly trees and stuff, but that's okay. I made the conscious effort to get the drawing pad out, so that means something. So we're going to get back to drawing one of these days. But, I think I'm going to save the celery until after my walk, because I feel like I'm going to want a little something after I exert myself like that. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to try this kombucha, because it's the only other drink I brought besides coffee, and I do not drink coffee with food. Let me know in the comments, do you drink coffee with food, or do you just find it disgusting? Because I can't do it, but Kim can do it, like, with no problem. Not a huge fan, but it's drinkable. I guess maybe I would get used to it after a while, but no, not a huge fan. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich, which looks delicious. Roast beef, provolone cheese, lettuce, tomato. Nothing hugely fantastic, and I don't even think it doesn't have any dressing on it. So, oh, look at that. They provided some. I just got this from the deli section in Hannaford. Most grocery stores that I've seen have like pre-made stuff that you can just buy, and they're not cheap, I will say that. But if you're, looking for something quick and easy, or like if you're desperate, like you forgot your lunch for work or something, that they're a really good choice. But I think this is horseradish sauce. It certainly is. I usually get the turkey and Havarti, which is delicious. Like the only time I ever get Havarti. But I decided to change it up because I saw the roast beef and I was like, I'm kind of craving roast beef, so. It's got onion on it too. Here's some bread to the birds. Don't tell anybody. I decided I was going to save the second half of my sandwich for my lunch tomorrow. So I'm gonna move on to the homemade macaroni salad. All of my olives have gone to the bottom for some reason. And a piece of bread. I didn't want to fill my stomach with too much. And I don't think I have anything for lunch for tomorrow, so we'll just save it. I just love macaroni salad in summer. I don't know what it is, but it's like a staple. Something has a little strange of a taste. I don't know what that is. I think it's the olives, because I didn't eat an olive in that bite and I didn't taste good. Oh well. Perhaps the olives were not the freshest. So good. So good. And now I'm gonna ruin it with kombucha, because it's all I got. Sorry guys, I'm not a kombucha person. No shade to anybody who is, but I'm not. I'm just now realizing that I have not been taking thumbnail pictures. I'm so bad at this. So let's take a thumbnail picture. I don't know, does that look weird? No. I am sitting in the car for a minute to get my breathing under control and stop freaking out because, of course, the minute I try to eat, a spider comes along. And I do not do spiders. I was done for the minute I saw that, so I've never packed up something and ran to the car so fast in my life. But no, we don't do spiders, especially when there's food. We just don't. I usually don't like to eat outside. This is why I usually don't, because I do not do spiders and bugs and ants and ugh. But anyway, once I get calmed down and get a little air conditioning, because it's quite hot, I'm gonna take a walk and then quickly visit the little free library and then head on home. So I'm gonna take you guys into the trees. Hopefully we don't get lost. Okay, so I was gonna go on the trail where we were sitting, this one here, but I actually, God, I love this selfie stick. I understand selfie sticks now. Except it's very difficult to hold for a long period of time, especially when it's fully extended. It's not fully extended right now, but oh, look at all of these gorgeous yellow flowers. Oh, love them. But I actually think I'm gonna go on this trail over here, which looks a little ominous, actually, because for the simple fact that this is where I've been seeing most of the people going, which means if there's any spider webs or anything, they've already taken care of them. So it's quite rickety. Oh, this is cool. You guys see this? Not really sure what it is, but makes my author mind start working. And then look, there's a fallen tree, which is unfortunate, but definitely adds to the atmosphere. The earth in this spot is very soft, which is not good when you're wearing flip-flops, but this is the Trillium Trail, Harvard Parks and Rec. I didn't know they had names. This is so cool back in here. See, you can't do this stuff until it's season because it's like all really not kept up during the off season, and you know, we get snow and ice and stuff. So you can't really go back here until it's the season of, you know, parks and stuff. So, you know, June, July, August. So I've never like explored back here before. It's a little muddy, not too bad, probably could be worse. There's definitely lots of tree roots. So, but it's so cool, like, how often do you get to do, like, just walking through the woods? Walking through the woods is so magical. Like, people who don't do it just don't get it. If you don't live in the country, I really highly recommend that you go on a country vacation. And just, you don't have to do anything special. You don't have to like go crazy and be a camper, but just take a walk through the woods, because I can guarantee it is one of the most magical experiences. There's quite a bit of mud here, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, I didn't want to fall. I'll just have to wipe off my feet before I get back in the car because we don't want the car getting dirty. But yeah, it is just such a magical experience to be walking through the woods and just hearing the birds and letting the wind go through your hair, although there doesn't seem to be much breeze right now. I mean, look at this. Look at this trail. This is just insane. How magical it is to just be, and then like the shadows and the sun. Oh, I love it. I have to switch hands. I love it. And you know what? I don't get to do it very often because bugs, which I shouldn't really do it too much right today because I did not put on bug spray, but it doesn't seem too bad today. Let me show you guys this flower. beautiful. Let's see if we can get closer. I don't know if it'll focus closer, but there we go. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And we got some daisies. Very pretty. It's getting a little too muddy on this trail, so I'm gonna head back the other way. Maybe hit the other trail. It's 5 minutes to noon, so I really gotta get out of here soon. But honestly, it doesn't even have to be wildlife or anything. Nothing really needs to happen. Just walking through the trees like this and just soaking it in is so magical. Like, I am just walking here and I can just imagine fairies flitting in and out of these trees, you know, a hidden elf house or gnome house somewhere. I can just like Lynn's books all are country shifter romances. I can just imagine her wolves or her bears, or maybe not the bears, but her wolves just, you know, jaunting through these trees and just foraging for berries, or, you know, laying and lounging in the sun. And I can just imagine them. Can you imagine if you were walking through the woods and you saw that, like just a wolf standing there looking at you? I've seen deer before, not in these trails. It's the first time I've gone down these trails, but I've seen deer before, obviously birds, woodchucks, chipmunks. I don't know, there's just something about walking in the woods. And I don't really, my mom can't really do it because it's an uneven terrain, which is actually kind of giving me a little bit of pain now. And Kim's not really one for walking in the woods because she's not really a fan of bugs either. I have an idea that I might take my grandmother for a walk on a trail like this, you know, something simple, because she used to like actually go running and hiking and all sorts of other stuff on like really difficult trails. And I kind of, you know, she doesn't get to go out and do much lately because she can't do that kind of stuff anymore, but I feel like she could just walk through these trails with me. You know, I think she'd really enjoy something like this, so I think I might bring her along. Let me show you guys this bridge. They got some metal mesh on the top because it seems to be breaking apart, but just look how, you ignore that, just look how majestic and magical this looks. I'm hearing woodpecker, I think. You know, living in like the rural area, I can't say rural, that's a hard word to say, but living like the rural areas of New York, I don't really appreciate it enough, and I really should, because I could not survive in New York City, and I know there's a lot of people who live in New York City who actually really hate it, but they don't. Ooh, snake. Okay, that's the not so magical part of it. And now I'm lost. How do I get out of here? Fallen tree. Okay. In the spirit of this video being about being an introvert, so as you saw, I came on a snake, and he wasn't moving. I threw rocks at him and stuff. He was not moving. So I just basically like snuck by him and then like ran away because he started moving. And then like I just booked it out of there. But anyway, that's not about being an introvert. What it is about being an introvert is, of course, the minute I start saying I don't do snakes and running like a maniac, there's a group of people coming up behind me. Like, oh, of course that's when there's people on the trail. The whole time there was nobody else. And then one minute I'm acting like an idiot, there's people. So that was embarrassing. Heart attack waiting to happen when it's a snake. Oh, they're worse than spiders. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go on the other trail now, because now I'm like freaked out. But I'm gonna hit the little free library and then we'll get out of here. Oh my God. I'm not gonna say bye yet, because I'm gonna show you what I get at the little free library, if anything, but well, at least we know my heart's okay. Unfortunately, there is nothing in the little free library that I want. It's pretty much all the books that were there last time. So either nobody has put anything in there since then, or somebody already took the books. So that's unfortunate, but you know, it happens. It's a little free library. What do you want? So yeah, that's gonna effectively end my first video of the Being Alone Diaries. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, because that really does help my channel. And if you have not subscribed already and you'd like to subscribe, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified if you'd like when I post new videos. But I usually post Tuesdays and Saturdays at noon. So thanks for coming along with me on my lovely solo picnic park experience. I'm going to call it a solo picnic, but some of it was not picnic. Let me know, like I said, let me know in the comments what kind of videos you'd like to see for this series, because I am totally open to your suggestions and this has been so much fun. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. Talk soon. Bye.